What are the legal aspects of interviewing? Have you ever wondered what legal guidelines shape the interviewing process? Understanding these rules is essential for both employers and candidates. Let's break down the key legal aspects of interviewing that ensure fairness and inclusivity. Employers must follow federal and state laws that prevent discrimination based on protected characteristics. These include race, color, religion, sex, national origin, age, and disability. It is important that interview questions focus solely on the candidate's qualifications and ability to perform the job. Certain topics are off-limits during interviews. For example, asking about marital status, family plans, or pregnancy is not allowed. Questions about age, religion, or national origin can also lead to legal issues. Employers should avoid inquiries about a candidate's disability or medical history unless it directly relates to job requirements. On the other hand, permissible questions should relate directly to the job. Employers can ask about a candidate's skills, experience, and qualifications. It is acceptable to inquire about their availability to work specific hours or travel if necessary. Questions about work authorization status are also allowed. To avoid discrimination, interviewers must treat all candidates equally. This means assessing them based on job-related criteria only. It is vital to avoid questions or comments that could imply bias or stereotypes. Making assumptions about a candidate's abilities based on their protected characteristics is not acceptable. Privacy is another important aspect. Employers must handle candidates' personal information responsibly. They should inform candidates about how their data will be used and stored. Only necessary information should be collected, and it should remain confidential. When practicing inclusive interview etiquette, especially for candidates with disabilities, employers should focus on accommodations. It is important to ask if a candidate requires reasonable accommodations to perform job duties. However, employers should avoid probing into the nature or severity of a disability. To put these legal aspects into practice, employers can train interviewers on compliance and inclusive practices. Preparing standardized interview questions that focus on job requirements is also a good strategy. It is essential to avoid any questions related to protected characteristics. Informing candidates about data privacy policies is crucial. Providing accommodations when needed and asking about them respectfully can create a positive interview experience. Following these legal guidelines helps create a fair and inclusive hiring process. This not only protects the employer and the candidate but also promotes equal employment opportunities for everyone.